Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's me, Joseph. Alright, so today it's going to be more of a upbeat video. I know the last video was a little bit extra. So today I'm just going to talk about television. Alright? Alright, so here we go. So one of my shows that I used to watch maybe in 2012, 2011, it was this show called Once Upon a Time. Man, that was a great show. I know, man, I'm just thinking about the show. Alright, so for those who don't know what this show is, I'm just going to give you a brief description of it. It's basically a live action show based on a lot of traditional Disney fairy tales, from Snow White to Aladdin to Frozen to other Disney characters and stuff. So when I first saw the trailer for the show, it caught my attention because I really never saw anything like it. From, like, it was kind of cool, like from like the evil queen casting a curse on everybody and them ending up in all places, New York, which is kind of ironic because there's a scene where she says, "I'm going to send you where there are no happy endings," and they ended up in New York. So I don't know what they was trying to say there, but I thought that was pretty funny, So basically, the things that I really liked about it throughout the series was this idea of how the character Regina, who started out as just evil queen, basically the evil queen from Snow White, and her whole mission in the beginning of the series was to kill Snow White and Charming and their children and just make their lives miserable. But the ironic thing is, throughout the series, she actually forgave them. She actually befriended their kid and actually became one of the main heroes of the show. And I really enjoyed that. That really spoke a lot to me. Now, why did I bring that topic up and talk about that? Well, the reason why is to say that show in a weird way was encouraging to me. It was telling me that, like, just because your story is in a dark beginning, just because you started out bad, or okay, let's say for instance you go astray, or you start living the wrong way of life, right? So say you've done a lot of bad things, you're violent, you're to the point where everyone's kind of like, well, I don't know what to do with him, he's never going to change. I know you all have heard that phrase before, like it's cultural, most of the times, like, you mess up once, you mess up twice, oh, he ain't never going to change, she ain't never going to change. And the reason why I like shows like Once Upon a Time is because it shows that change is possible. And it shows that even if you make poor decisions for like 20 years, it's never too late to go the way that you should. And it was pretty cool to just kind of see Regina's backstory and just show that she wasn't just some psychopath killing people. She had a reason, not an excuse. Not saying that her character was good, but it's more relatable because for the most part it shows why she had an issue with Snow White. And it showed a more realistic reason versus the original one where it was just because Snow White was prettier than her. You know, I get it, that's different times, but I like the once upon a time reason that gives a realistic reason, you know, one that people can actually understand. And, you know, like, even though, so that's why I enjoy that show. Now I'm going to move over to another topic, another show that I really enjoyed. And that show is Smallville. Oh my goodness. That show was so amazing, man. I think that show got me through so many dark periods of my life. Man. And the guy who played Clark, Tom Welling, man, I don't know how Hollywood did it, but they definitely have a gift of finding people who really look like they're superheroes and combining them together. And ironically, Clark was actually my favorite character of the show. And the reason why was because he was just so relatable. Everything, you know, like from not really feeling like he belongs somewhere. This dude literally came from another planet, to trying to figure out how to fit in, to having to constrain himself. You know, it's not like he can just go around using his powers everywhere. Of course not. You know, like, to having to constrain himself and also having to do regular things while also having to deal with bullies and haters and all of that, while simultaneously having to constantly protect his friends, because for some reason, like, every episode he had to save somebody, and it's usually one of his friends or family members. And then it showed other parts, like when he experienced loss. And there's a couple scenes, but I'm going to talk about one of the earlier episodes. And in this earlier episode, he befriended this kid. So let's say Clark is 16, this kid is like, what, 14, 13. And I forgot how they became friends, but, you know, like, this kid was affected by something from the meteor showers and stuff. And fortunately, I think that the effect made this kid, like, drastically age or something or whatever. Long story short, it was like something that eventually killed the kid, and the emotion there was just, oh my goodness. And you can relate to, like, losing a friend or losing someone that you can relate so well with and that you get, and then they kind of go away. And then there's other elements, you know, like he wanted to play sports and he had to argue with his father because his father's like, well, you can't because you are super strong. And it's like, well, I didn't ask to be, I just want to be a kid. And, you know, so on. And then, of course, there's the ultimate betrayal from his best friend, Lex Luthor. Yeah. And, you know, I know a lot of people can relate to betrayal. Seems like a dime a dozen these days. And I think that really was the most attention-getting thing. Kind of showed a more realistic relationship between Clark and Lex versus just Lex having some type of grudge against interstellar beings. And this gave a more human look to Lex. It showed his father, and I think it showed his mother and his sister. And it kind of gave you a more broad view of, you know, Superman and all the characters in it. And I just like how it showed how he went from just some shy kid to actually being the man that he is meant to be, ultimately Superman and all of that. So those were like some shows that I really enjoyed through the years, you know, and I just wanted to share that with you guys, you know, like, want to kind of give you an insight in things that I experienced throughout my life. Alright, if you liked the video, please subscribe and like if you did. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and just listen to me just ramble about stuff that I enjoy. And throughout the YouTube videos, I'm going to slowly find ways to kind of improve the quality and try to make it fun and stuff like that. So these are my earlier videos, so yeah, they're rough and they're all over the place, they're a mess. Ultimately, I figure out a way to structuralize them. I'll figure out a way to edit them better and stuff. It's going to be a learning experience, but thank you so much for being willing to go through this experience with me. I appreciate all of you guys, and anyone who stumbles upon this video for the first time, my name's Joseph. I'm new to YouTube, and if you want to subscribe, feel free. If you want to like the video, feel free. Okay, you all have an amazing Saturday. Thank you so much. Peace. It's Joseph. I'm starting to be new on YouTube, and I just had something on my mind. Yeah. So, this topic has really been brewing on my mind, and I'm going to express it. And the topic is authenticity. Why is it the most sought off thing, while at the same time the most brutal thing to get? It's like everybody wants authenticity, but everyone condemns authenticity. It's like it's okay to be real, as long as real fits the center of society. As long as real doesn't make you feel uncomfortable, you're okay with it. But the moment it crosses the line from some cute trend to something that can't be contained, it scares you. It creates awkwardness. You make fun of them. You laugh at them. You think it's fun. You think it's a meme. But it's not. We live in an epidemic, and it's called fakeness. I mean, like, 99% of people in this world is fake. They don't know how to be real. They've been taught for so long to be kind, mind your manners, do it like this, do it like this. Even applying for jobs, you have to lie, and you have to stretch the truth to convince a billionaire to hire you. You are not rewarded for being real. And it's a topic that a lot of people are afraid to talk about. How do you approach a topic like this? It's definitely going to offend somebody. People profit off of fakeness. But I have to talk about this because I don't know how to be fake. And unfortunately, not being fake has really fucking ruined my life. It's impossible to make a goddamn friend. It's impossible to really have people who you can relate with. It's fucking impossible. Every day is a fucking battle. From people judging you, to people putting you in an awkward category, to people just steering clear of you. I'm so sick of people trying to contain me, put me in a box. Let me tell you this, I moved out here to Texas, right? I'm thinking I'm finna have the time of my fucking life. Bitch! My life has been nothing but a fucking living hell out here. From living in one part of Texas, it's a suburb, where almost everybody is your typical person, right? You know, like, it's like I was in one of those Pure Flix films or Hallmark movies. Everybody's energetic, everybody's moving to a beat. But the problem is, everybody's moving to a beat that isn't real. Everybody answers the same answers. Everybody acts the same way. Everybody does everything the same, and because I am not the same, and I'm talking about my personality, the things I say, the things I enjoy, my hobbies, the way I carry myself, because the way I carry myself in the most realist and authentic way doesn't align with their standards, they shun me. Yes, I said it. They fucking shunned me. They kicked me out. They threw me to the fucking street. Those motherfuckers is coming with me. Those motherfuckers were coming at me with goddamn pitchforks and flaming torches. And maybe I am being dramatic. They wasn't literally coming at me with pitchforks and flaming things, obviously. But it was the way they criticized my ideals. It was the way they do shade at me for riding my bike, because I'm a black guy going to a very conservative area, taking public transportation. They do so much shade at me. They attacked me. They made me feel so low, made me feel like something was wrong with me because I didn't drive like them. On top of my jokes, I'm a funny guy. I have a huge range of jokes. I can do slapstick, I can do vulgar, I can do classy, I can even do some educational jokes. But it's like everybody's so goddamn serious. And the crazy thing is, these people are supposed to be Christians. These people are supposed to be followers of Christ. These people are supposed to be people who have read the Bible from Genesis to Exodus, who believe in grace, who believe that no one is beyond saving, who's supposed to believe in restoration, and most of all, reconciliation, forgiveness. But yet, none of these people ever forgive. You piss them off one time and they cut you with a fucking knife for life. I've had the most traumatic experience in my life. The reason why I'm so goddamn crazy is because I've been going to church for over 32 years. And I'm fucking done. I'm not going to keep doing that. I'm not going to keep going somewhere so people can judge me and conspire against me and go out their way to disfellowship with me, to cut me out and leave me on the streets to die. If I'm going to be alone, I'm going to be alone in the goddamn empire. I'm not going to be alone on the streets struggling to survive. It's like, I gotta change my personality. I gotta stop caring so much. I gotta stop doing what they want me to do and do what I want to do, because being real to yourself is caring about yourself, is loving yourself, is doing what you want to do and condemn the others. So that's my goal. That's what I'm going to do. It's 2022. It's the year of being my true self unapologetically. I don't care if I lose every fucking friend I've got, as long as I can keep who I am. My identity is more important than anything on this world, because people will switch it up on you. It could be your fucking wife, your husband, your mother, your child. If the price is right and the situation granted, mark my words, they'll stab you in the back without hesitation. They will slit your throat. They will leave you for dead. There's no way in hell loyalty is 100% real. Because there's no such thing as loyalty. There's a such thing as survival. But the only way for me to survive is to be me. I can't be no one else. I can't pretend. I can't do this nice stuff. I've got to be who I am. I'm just saying. And before I end this video, I also want to let you know, not every Christian is bad. It's not every Christian, because my friends in Chicago, they're fucking amazing. Great friends, good people. I really love them. I really miss them. And I made some great friends out here too. I made a lot of good friends out here. You know, like friend Luke Beller, Tim Armstrong, Garen, Lamar. I made some great friends out here who treat me really well, who love me, and who go out their way to deal with my crazy ass. So I just wanted to put that out there. And there's also an amazing pastor at one of my old churches out here, and he also did a great job in the church. One of the churches I went to in Texas is amazing, called Table of Friends. So None of what I'm saying is reflecting them. I'm not putting none of this on them. I'm talking about the negative experiences I had with people and places outside of that. And I also had an amazing church in Chicago called Moody. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the darker sides. I'm talking about when I went to church as a child. I'm talking about when I went to churches before I found Table of Friends. And I'm also talking about why, as much as I love some churches, it's just hard to go and have a healthy mental health. So that's what I'm putting on there. And I just wanted to put that out there, and also for those who know me who I'm watching, I'm not giving up being a Christian or a follower of Christ. I'm just giving up going to the physical church building because it's too much. And I feel like I always have to put a mask on it. I can't do that. I can't sit there and just watch society constantly punish me for being myself. It's too much. Extremely traumatic. I just wanted to say that. And give you this video. I know it's dark. It's my first official video. Earlier today I put on the video, the 30-second video talking about how I was going to do the video, but this is my first video. No, it's not exciting, funny, and none of that. I just feel like if I'm going to try to be on YouTube, then I need to be myself on YouTube. And this is what I know how to do on camera. I won't lie, I'm camera shy. This is new to me. And, this platform will be used mostly for expression. There will be some entertainment aspects on there and other things. And I will do my best to try to not cuss so much. For those who are offended by that, I'm sorry. I just wanted to put this video out there, and whoever want to watch it, go ahead. This also will be an update for my Chicago friends if they watch this, to at least know where I'm at in my head, what I kind of go through, and so please, if you can, subscribe, press like if you like the video. If you want to leave me feedback, I'm open to it. Yes, I know I have a chipped tooth and I'm ugly as hell and all of those things for people who want to come for me and talk about me. I'm never going to claim to be a sexy, attractive guy, because obviously that's not true. But I just wanted to put this video on there and say what I was going to say. Alright, I really hope you have an amazing day. Thank you for watching.